What's up, guys? This is BubbaTV24 and welcome to the channel. Today, it's a third kart ride video this week. It's a special one because there was a UGC event that happened in Create a Kart Ride, and I was able to go through and complete it. And what you're watching in the background are all of my completed runs, the successful ones, to get from one level to the next. Because this was not easy. And spoiler alert, I got to level 12 without having to use any Robux of any kind. And then I got to level 12. I realized I had spent 4 hours on it. I was about ready to just end everything when I got to level 12. And I decided I'll just skip level 12 and get to the end and do that. So I did use some Robux to skip the very last level, because if you guys played this at all, you'll know that this was a very difficult kart ride. And there are two reasons for it. One, the kart ride itself is very difficult. And then two, if you messed up, you could not use kart resets. You could not use the 8 Robux kart resets to put you back on the track. So you had to do the tracks again from the beginning if you messed up. And there were so many jumps, it wouldn't really have probably worked anyway, but that is the thing. That was one of the reasons why it was so difficult to do this. Not to mention the levels themselves were very hard. And so the beginning ones aren't too bad. They're very much your sort of standard ones, whatever, the typical whatever. But they did keep in the skip level feature. And so I did have Robux and I decided, heck with it, I'm doing it. So just for posterity, I'm basically showing all the runs that I did that were successful to get to level 12. And some of these levels were just, I don't know how I succeeded on that. Some of these levels were just downright sadistic. The creator of the game, who I believe created this kart ride, you're crazy, man. You are a mad scientist. The last level, you'll see it, has you like jumping into a dartboard, which then teleports you to an area, which then does all kinds of stuff. And honestly, by the time you get to it, like, there's a lot of this stuff here where there's a ton of like getting to a certain spot and then waiting and then having to time things. And in some of the levels, if you do not get the timing perfectly right, you might as well restart. And there are some levels where things like axes only do a little bit of damage, and then they'll like instantly kill you in others, that sort of thing. And then like this level right here, level 5, was when things started getting crazy. This is when the game started getting very difficult. There were a lot of people who were stuck on level 5. There were a lot of people who, in my playthrough, never even made it past level 5. So this was a very hard kart ride, and if you were someone who was successful in completing the entire kart ride without having to use a skip of any kind, you're legendary, dude. Like, you are one of the most legendary kart ride riders ever. So we got to level 6 here, and there are quite a few people here, but level 6, very, very difficult. This is the one where after this one, I never saw anybody again. I think I saw maybe one person on level 7, but after that, never. And the person who was on level 7 when I played, they left. So there's a lot of luck involved, and you'll see that in the next level, where this area right here was also a doozy. This part right here was super difficult. But level 7, you're gonna see, is very luck dependent, and if you don't get it just right, it's gonna kill you. The other thing is, in some of these areas, they are what you would think would be pretty easy, like timing, as in, hey, there's an axe here, I'm gonna wait till the axe goes by and then zoom past the axe. But you don't realize that in most of those same areas where those axes are, you cannot stand there and wait, because there might be a bomb cart behind you. Like this area right here, level 7, this hill is a nightmare because you have to dodge all these missiles. There's no real pattern to them, but there's a bomb cart chasing you the entire time. And you cannot go too slow and wait on those. If you wait on those missiles, you will get hit by the bomb cart, so you have to zoom through there. So yeah, that's a thing. So there are a lot of things where it's just difficult. These jumps right here, very difficult. If you were doing this, I don't know what is still going on with this. I haven't been on Kart Ride since I finished this, but if you guys need a little tip on how to get past those particular jumps, or most of the jumps in this Kart Ride, the tip is once you go and hit the end of the jump, don't touch your keyboard or don't touch your screen. Let your dude get a bunch of speed on the jump, and then when you make the jump, let go and let the cart do its thing. And I found that if you have enough speed and let the cart do its thing, it'll usually go and do what it needs to do itself. Level 8 is also another one where you think, oh, I need to do some timing, and right here is the difficult part. You see that fire up there? That fire will instantly kill you. Well, it won't instantly. It'll burn you to death. And you have to actually go while the fire is still on, so that when you get to the fire, it goes out. And you would think, oh, well, I can maybe just cruise through this area. Can't. There's a bomb cart behind you the whole time, and it's difficult. And then it goes into this box over here where you have to then slide down here, and this is all one level, by the way. You have to then slide down this box and not die. And I might be making it look easy in the video, but trust me, this is like the 5,000th time I've done this. So this is the successful run. That's why I'm showing it, so you can actually see the whole level. And as you can see, you have to dodge all these little pillars and not get killed. And if you die at any point in that, you have to start the level over. So that's why this was so difficult. Level 9, a little bit shorter of a level, but also timing. If you do not hit that loop at the right time, you will hit that rock as it's coming down. There's a lot of other timing things here, like this cannon thing. It's a lot of luck on this one, because sometimes the cannon doesn't launch you the right way. Those axes don't kill you in one hit, and if you miss something, sometimes it won't hit you the right way, and you'll just go flying off the edge, the end, and it doesn't work. So that's a thing. But then you have to go through that, but then you have to also go through here, get past the fire, make these jumps, and still get to the end. We're not even done with the level yet. So we're going to have to do some transitioning to go backwards here. And if you don't go fast enough there, you fall off. So yep, once again, you can't go too fast on the next one. So as you can see, it's a lot of tricky timing and jumps and stuff. And then I got lucky here, and that's why I succeeded. Level 10, if I remember this one correctly, I spent forever on this part right here. I saw this beginning area probably 1,000,000 times. Mostly because you either get hit by the bomb cart if you don't go fast enough, you get hit by the rockets if you don't time it just right. But once you get past that, it's this area right here, this little bit right here where you gotta land it. Try to dodge these axes on the way down and still not fall off the end there. And I got here quite a few times, but it's the next few areas that are of this track that are pretty difficult. So as you can see, I'm going down, I have to dodge all this stuff. But this little jump right coming up here, it was so annoying, because if you've ever played Kart Ride, you would know that when you do a jump, sometimes you could be doing what you would think is a perfect jump and a perfect landing, and it just doesn't work. And your cart will sometimes just slide off the track for no reason. That happens here. But this goes into another sliding thing. So I'm having to wait for this axe to time it just right for the rock to go by, so I can get the speed to go up there, because I need enough speed up here to make these little jumps, these little gaps. Not even really that little, because if I lose speed or if I go too far off on any direction, I hit the posts, I fall off, that sort of thing. Stupid difficult. Level 11, I was on for a long time as well. I was on each one of these levels for a fairly long time once I got past like level 5. Man, this game was just like, wow. My brain was so fried, but I've been on a quest, as I've said in a few videos, to get a UGC item. And this was apparently the one, if I was going to get any of them, that this was the one I was going to get. And I'm glad I did. I still would like to get something cooler than this UGC item, because it's kind of, well, yeah, it's a cart. it is a cart that you wear around your waist, and you're just kind of walking around with the cart. And, you know, I'm glad I have it, but I kind of would like a sword or something cool, like a face mask or a sword or something like that to be like super, super cool. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. So I'm not too unhappy with it, honestly. I'm just glad that I did it. And then we are actually almost near the end of this one. As you can see, we've got these like spinny axes that these will kill you in 2 hits instead of 1, but luckily I majestically somehow got through it without taking any hits, and we made it to level 12 here. So this right here, level 12, was such pain. It was Spain without the S. It was awful, and if you mess up at all, if you don't go fast enough up there, you don't make that turn, you don't make any of that stuff. And there's a lot of this. There was the dartboard, as you could see. And there's a lot of timing on these bits, and you got to be super careful and slow. And what really is irritating is you spend a ton of time doing this stuff, going really slow and being super careful, and then maybe something stupid kills you. And it just becomes more and more like irritating and frustrating, and it kind of got to the point where I was just like, yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna buy the skip, and that will be here in just a few moments. But yeah, long, arduous, difficult, all those words, and I don't know. I never want to do it again. I don't know. It wasn't, I would say it's not fun. Also, I believe there was a bomb cart following me. That's why I went. But okay, here you can see I did the skip. And, yeah, did the skip. Went ahead, did the Robux skip. And there it is, level 13. Hey, we're a pro player. We skipped the last level, and we unlocked the UGC item. There were less than 900 of them given out at this point in time. I don't know how many there are now. Like I said, I haven't been there in a minute, but I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. I've been BubbaTV24, and I am signing out.